Gonzalez, and my family currently resides in High Point, North Carolina. We've lived in High Point for about 6 years now. Yeah, we moved there when I was a sophomore in high school. I was born in New York. I grew up in Piermont, New York, which is right along the Hudson River. We lived there until I was about 13. We moved into a house one more time in New York, and then we moved to High Point. My dad was a police officer in the city. He's one of the reasons why we moved. He retired, and because he retired, New York is pretty expensive to live in. So when he retired, we decided that we needed to move somewhere that might be a little bit more affordable and that he could properly live off of his pension. And so we moved to High Point, and then he found a job at Wake Forest, which is why I'm here now. It's the furniture capital of the world, from what I've told, but for the most part, I can't really say. I know it's unique to me because of me growing up there for the most part, and me learning a lot from moving there. How it's unique in general, I can't really say. I only lived there for 6 years, and half of that was spent here, so. I think I have more to say probably about Piermont than I do about High Point. I mean, Piermont is nice just in that it's like right along the Hudson River. It's this cutesy little old colonial town where all the houses are on like a hillside, and there's a pier and a bunch of little shops, and it's just a really nice place to visit and to grow up in. It would be nice to go back up north. I don't know if I would. I know a lot of the job opportunities that I'm looking at are up there, but I don't know, I'd like to see what Florida's like. I'd like to see what maybe Texas is like, maybe some of the bigger cities. It'd be nice to see what it's like out west too. So I feel like I've been in North Carolina long enough. I love Wake and I love Winston, but I'd like to see what other opportunities are out there for me. My mom is Dominican. She was born in the Dominican Republic and came to this country when she was 17 years old. Meanwhile, my dad is Puerto Rican. Both my grandparents are from Puerto Rico, obviously, but all of my aunts and uncles on my dad's side were born in New York. I think my culture does influence me, just in that because my parents both come from very different places and have very different cultures, I am more willing to see other cultures differently and have, I guess, more of an open mind towards people who are different than myself. Well, I think when I first moved here, I felt really out of place because it is a big culture difference, especially just diversity-wise. It's just not as widespread as New York. But I think after a while of being here, I do feel some sense of belonging here, just because I've learned a lot about myself since moving to High Point, and especially a lot about myself since coming to Winston and coming to Wake. So I think I definitely developed a sense of belonging, and I've definitely found my place since I've been here.